I don't know what happened. You see me? Okay.
I was like, where'd he go? I love it. So it's pretty much you lead, I follow.
Oh,
Of course,
anything.
I've
Just
read about you, and
ask
you're an
questions and see where we go.
exciting, fun individual. So I'm ready for it. Are you
Okay.
okay to get going?
You betcha.
All right. Hello and good morning. I'm Javanka McGee, co-host of Vision Pros Live. Please share with me your first, last name, where you're located, and the name of your business.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
It's Matthew Lesco, and my business is called LescoHelp.com. And you really
Awesome.
don't need me, because what I do is I plagiarize everything from the government that anybody can get for free. And actually,
You
my
know,
my first New York Times bestseller was a book I literally plagiarized the whole thing from the government printing office. Yeah. Because nothing in the government is copyrighted. People don't realize that. See, I flunked English in college, so so to have a New York Times bestseller, when that hit the Times list, man, I tried to find that English teacher
that is
and
too
tell her, yeah,
funny. I
yeah.
love that. So
Yeah.
where did the idea of coming up and providing all this information for? I think you had a list of like 10 different situations and
Yeah,
topics.
yeah, it is for almost anything. And I ran into it by accident. I was a consultant. Actually, I had an MBA in computers back in the 70s. I'm a computer science major and taught computer science. But I also was helping Fortune 500 companies grow their business. And I was in Washington. And what I saw is, God, everything I could get that. Yeah, and I didn't know anything about this before I started, and they made me smart because they were paying my bills.
Right.
And they'll pay anything if they could get more money. And so I'd find them government programs to grow their business, start new businesses, buy businesses, you know. And I said, Jesus, why doesn't everybody know about this stuff? And I grew up in a little town called Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania. It's a coal mining town. My grandparents both came over from Eastern Europe to work in the coal mines. And I thought the government was, the DMV, the motor vehicles, and the post office, and that was
Yeah.
it. But boy, it's just phenomenal. And I saw, what it was the first successful businesses. I had a software company that failed, a lot of failures. And, but I got sick of helping rich people. Helping millionaires become billionaires. And
Yeah.
why doesn't everybody know about that? So I started. I couldn't do it by charging thousands of dollars like I did to them, but it was books. And now I'm even able to give better help because of the internet at cheaper than ever.
Absolutely.
And that's very gratifying.
How many have you helped? Give me a number.
Oh shit! I've been doing this for 50 years, and so I've sold 4 or 5 million books, uh, but many people didn't do much with them, because it's sort of like diet books. You buy a diet book, and we all
Yeah.
keep getting fatter, don't we? We're the
Yeah.
fattest country in the world, actually. You know,
Fattest country in the world. Yes.
and that's fucking amazing. We have more poor people in this country than any other developed country in the world. So all the rich people, there's about 30, 35, what they
Yeah.
call developed countries. And we're number one in poverty. I mean, that is just
But
outrageous to
yet
me.
people see us so different.
Exactly.
When
We're also number
great
one
people,
in millionaires, but
but
we're
again, in
number one.
poverty as well. So
Yeah. And
a
that's
little bit
just
backwards.
right, just so stupid.
Yeah.
I don't know how we get away with that. So I'm trying to show people the programs that are out there. And today I thought of a headline too. Uh, how you heard, I'm from the government and I'm here to help you became a joke. you know. But I say, yeah, I'm from the government. I'm here to love you. I mean, this is where, as a community, we show love to other people in the community. Capitalism is great. It gives a value to everything, and but what does it do for the people who don't have money? If you have money, you could play capitalism, and that's uh, here it is. Uh, and we're made up of two parts in the country. We have capitalism, which is only 60%. It's not the whole country.
Mm-hmm.
40% of our community is nonprofit organizations or government offices, which are here to show love to other people, which are here to help other people, which have money to get you out of financial trouble. That's what they're good neighbors, not capitalists.
Yes.
Capitalists will help you if you have money. Man, just think if we had the capitalist fire department. And they'd come at when your house is on fire and they ask for your credit card first. So we have things in our society that are loving towards everybody, because they want to help, and that's in us all. I mean, it's not a magic thing. We all have that in us, in our heart, where capitalism doesn't encourage it as much. Well, I mean, but only for people we have love for you as long as you have money. But now we have so many people that have no money at all, so what do? We ignore them and make them poor. That's just not a nice, comfortable society to live in, I think, if we do
Absolutely.
that. Yeah.
And Matthew, quick question in regards to your why. What is your why? What's your
My
why?
wife's, you said?
Your why.
Oh, why? Oh, I thought you knew I was married 3 times. I said, my wife's.
We'll get on that topic soon. I'm gonna change that one day. Say, what's your wife?
Right. Well, it is. It's as I age. I mean, I'm 81 now. I'm gonna be 82 soon. I never thought I would live this long, and I'm having the best time of my life. And I keep saying, my joke is, if I knew being 81 was this much fun, I would have got here a lot earlier. Why did I wait so long? And it really is using more of your heart. I think that's so important. We don't think of that, and you don't find a business school that's talking about your heart. And that's the motivation for anything. When I first started this business, I was really getting information to people in businesses, big, small,
Yeah.
whatever. And so I always thought, and I wore question mark suits because I thought you could get the answer to anything but you have to ask the right questions. That's the problem. There's so many answers. You get 1,000 answers to anything you want. Asking the right questions. Now, as I get older, I thought, okay, that's okay and that's good. But to make it happen, your heart has to be in it. And I think it's from a personal relationship or a professional relationship. It ain't going to work unless your heart's in it, because life is a pain in the ass, just like a relationship, personal. We're all fucked up, You're going to see our bad shit no matter what. But if your heart is in it, you get through that. And it's the same way professionally. Anything you do that's new, you're going to, lots of failures, man. That's all it is. But you have to get through that. And you don't get through it if you think you have the 7 steps of success. That's a trap, because there are none. Maybe there's 1 or 2. They're all different for everybody else. But if you have those 7 steps, you get on number 3 and you fail, you say, fuck, why did I give that guy so much money?
Yes.
But if it's from your heart and your own ideas, you learn from them. You pick your ass up. It's sort of like riding a bicycle. When you fall down, you say, I can't ride the bicycle, I'm going to leave it. No, you get on that bicycle again and start
Yes.
figuring this stuff out. And that's the only way you're going to get anything, particularly professionally or business-wise and things like that. And we get the wrong advice from loved ones, because loved ones want to protect you and they don't want you to fail. And when you ask them about I'm going to do this, that's nuts. Yeah, you're going to fail. And just say you're right.
Yes. Right.
You're right. I am. Yeah, because that's how you learn. You have to do that. But they want to protect you, and so you don't get good advice from loved ones. Got to stay
And I
away.
love that, Matthew. Using more of your heart is definitely, I believe, now the way of the world. I
Yeah.
believe that things were so focused on money
Exactly.
and selfish things,
Right.
and you just taking the time to say, "Hey, I'm done helping rich people get richer,"
Right.
and choosing to do something completely different. And it set you apart. Obviously, it set you apart to blow up into this person that helps people and has fashionably dressed all the time So I'm going to ask you about your fashion, Matthew. Like, go
Anything you
ahead and tell
want.
me.
Well, back on the love, I couldn't even say the word. I mean, growing up at my age, it was a macho culture, and the only time I felt safe to saying that is if I married you.
Yeah, right,
That's the guy culture, is that you worked
right.
on getting stronger, faster, smarter, and when you get 80, none of that shit's going to get better. You're just going downhill on all those things that you had to work on. But I can love harder.
Yeah,
See, no matter what age you are, you could love harder. And that, I think, is the most selfish thing in the world to do, because it feels so good. And that's why I see even in our community now, we have 5,000 people 15,000 people, sorry, that help each other get this stuff. I thought I couldn't grow a community because I can't help everybody. What am I going to do? I'm only one person. But no, people are helping people. And that's what's so neat about it. And not somebody dresses like a clown. How could you trust in me? But a person like you just learned how to do this, to me, is even more powerful
yeah,
than that.
yeah.
But back to the clothes. I'm glad you. Well,
I'm loving it.
yeah,
I'm
right.
loving
Oh, I
it.
know.
So I
You went
have
and
to say,
changed, man.
I have to say to the listener, I came in with a gray shirt on, and Matthew said I didn't get the memo. I immediately put myself on mute, turned my camera off, and I went and got some shoes. I said, you know what? I'm joining the crew. I'm with Matthew all day long. So I want to say I love it. I think the brighter you are, the more happier you are. That's just my opinion.
Absolutely. And also, what it does, if you're happy, other people are happy. you know.
Yes.
Uh, and that's what I see. Walk down the street, makes people smile. They don't want my work or anything. Come up and hug me. Homeless people just get off the street and come up and hug me. I don't know what it is, and it's just wonderful. Or people come up, oh God, you just made my day. I mean, God, if I could do that by being happy, man, I have nothing better in the world to do. I mean, it's
Yes.
just what a
Yes.
wonderful gift every day that I get to. This has been in me my whole life. I never had the courage to get into wear it and make it outside, because most of us grow our life by being told what we should do and how we should do it, and so we're all trying to fit in and be successful. And the best thing happened to me was failure, because I was failing at everything and not successful. So having a shitty time, failing, and I'm not successful. Maybe I would have hung in there if I was successful.
Right.
But this is stupid. So I said, I got to reverse this. I mean, what am I going to do? Something for 30, 40 years to maybe have fun? Nah, have fun today.
Yes.
And,
Yes.
and, and that's when it turned around. And then this is inside. This is me inside. And I find the
Yes.
more I take what's inside me and we're outside, a lot of people think I'm idiots. I've lost millions of dollars thrown off TV shows and everything. But I just had to do it. This is me. And it brought a lot more. Uh, and it's a filter. If you think
Yeah.
I'm an asshole, we're saving each other lots of time, because this is what I really am.
Yes. Yes.
But if you love this, I'll love you too.
Oh, I love it. I love it. And it's so hard to believe that people, are judged by based off of what they wear, not
Yeah,
knowing who Matthew Lesko
right.
really is behind
Yeah.
everything. And I guess that's one thing I love about the show, Matthew, is the fact that I get an opportunity to go to your website and see this person, but I get to share with the
Oh,
world
yeah.
the person behind the website. And it's like you have followers all over the place. You're so happy. And I get to be able to tell people, like, he really is happy.
Well,
And I love it.
we're not encouraged to give the best we have.
No,
We're encouraged to copy somebody else who was successful. And you're not going to do that as well as the other person, because it's natural for them. So we have to
yes,
find out what is natural for us, and that's how we grow the most. If you're trying to grow in someone else's whatever it is, you're not going to grow. You're in the wrong pot. You're a plant that somebody put you in
yeah,
the wrong pot. You're not going to grow. You got to get over in the right pot so
yeah.
you could grow. Yeah. And that's what we all
And
have to fight.
it's crazy because I tell you, just getting into the entrepreneur life,
Mm.
you tend to want to
Oh, right.
mimic someone else. It's almost like they're making it. So if I do what they
Exactly.
do, and
Absolutely.
you have to find yourself. It's
Right.
almost, but how do you find yourself? Matthew, you're 81, almost
Yeah.
82 years
Right.
old. What age did you become to say, frick it, I'm gonna be Matthew Lesco
Yeah.
no matter what?
Probably my early 30s. And the problem was all the way through that because when I was doing things, I got an MBA and things failing, I said, oh, I got to start having fun because this is stupid. But then when you start little success, then you get back in that old mindset. You get all
Mhm.
these people, all right, you can make more money doing this, you can make more money, and you don't really see. I think what it is, nobody knows what to do. We're all guessing, and we're all scared of shit. And we don't know what to do, and so we'll take advice from anybody because we're so insecure, and people get more money for their advice if they convince you they know for sure.
Yes, yes,
When they
yes,
don't. And when I got into the love thing too, I see that's what love is. Love is helping somebody do what they want to do,
yes,
not what you think they should do. Because that's
yes,
how they're going to grow the most, is doing what they think is right. They're listening to something, they don't have a reason, they don't. But if you love that person, you have to help them do whatever they want to do. It's not
yes.
telling them what to do. Yeah.
And I think the biggest thing about love is it being unconditional,
Yes.
Matthew.
Right.
It's
Oh,
regardless of attitude, regardless
exactly.
of personality,
Right.
regardless of what you look like, how you
Right.
sound. Unconditional love
Right.
is probably one of the hardest things to
Uh,
do, but yet it comes so easy when you choose to forget
exactly.
about yourself and your
Right.
own opinions and
Yeah.
judgment. Yeah, so I am with you 100%. I tell everyone, Matthew, that every day I wake up is to create a living eulogy.
Oh,
I don't want
wonderful.
to hear it when I'm gone. No, I want to love now. I want people to feel love, be
Right.
loved,
Well, I, I,
so
I think it's the most selfish thing I do.
yes, because it feels good.
Yeah, it feels so fucking good. Where
Yes,
else you gonna feel like that? I mean, this is.
yes,
I'm not altruistic and trying to help you. No, I want to feel good. And,
absolutely.
yeah, and so
Oh,
that's
I love this. I love this conversation, and I love everything about spending this morning be with you and just getting to meet you. But I
so
have one last question, and
yeah.
it's my most favorite question. What are the greatest joys of what you do?
uh, Watching people smile.
Yes,
I mean, like your smile now, man, it's ear to ear. Yeah. Or
it is.
I had some grandkids here over the weekend. We played with them. Uh, I see why. What gives me the energy to? I mean, I just entertain the hell out of them because they're so easy to make smile.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And obviously you make it easy for me to smile. And
See,
it's so funny as I sit here side by side and I'm looking at myself, I'm like, are you gonna stop smiling, Jamaica? No.
right. Well, that's our best we have to give too.
Yes,
I
yes.
mean,
And especially when
be-
it's authentic and core deep,
yeah,
it's a whole different ball game.
yeah. No, and that's why people in your circle, you gotta just treasure their life so much because they're the good parts, and you're not gonna find better. And the more you find, we all have bad parts, so we all could be assholes. I'll,
I think
I'll
that's
get
pretty easy to do too.
right, exactly. That comes pretty easy. Uh, but not being, then that gives. Yeah, the more I try to make people smile, the better I feel, and that's
Yeah.
why. And listen, my bottom line thought about all this is your heart is smarter than your brain. Yeah, you have to follow that heart for the important questions. That's what
I
it's
love
all
that.
about. Yeah.
Thank you so much for choosing to be with me, Matthew.
Oh, I
I
feel I
I'm
am
going.
with you. So
Yes,
thank you.
I am going to ask you to come back on whenever you like. I'm going
Uh,
to be excited about it because number one, I would love to get more into Let's Go Help, but I really truly wanted to know the person
yeah.
behind the website. And I think that we have got exactly what we were looking for.
Okay, we'll come back and give people some real websites and phone numbers. How's that?
Yeah, absolutely. But if you want to know more, Matthew, please share with them your social media handles. And I do see your website on
Yeah,
there.
the website is lescohelp.com, and that's the best. I mean, the other, the social media, I'm on it a lot, but I just do the videos. I don't watch it much.
And you know, it's funny. I was just on your YouTube and I'm
Uh-huh.
like, oh, this man is legit. I love it. If I could just be you,
Uh,
oh my
you
goodness. But
are,
again,
you
it's
say that.
people like you
And we have to
that,
bring it out of each other.
yes,
Yeah, we
absolutely.
all
So
have goodness in us.
yeah, in a few days, I'm like, can I call you every morning so I could be happy, Matthew?
Absolutely.
Thank you so
Okay.
much. I appreciate it.
Okay.
Yes, I'm so excited. I'm super stoked, and
You
I
have a
know we will
wonderful
make cards with
smile.
you.
That made my day.
Thank you so much. I will be talking with you soon, and have
Okay.
an
Now hurry
amazing
up because I
day.
only have about 10, 12 years left. So.
Okay. Yes. Take
All
care.
right, cheers.
Thank you so much, Matthew.
Uh,
I appreciate that. And it's so funny because it's so hard not to call you Mr. Lesco. Uh,
I look for my
yeah,
father. He died long ago.
it's not even about age. I think it's everything
Yeah.
about you. Like the
Uh,
yes, and I'm actually I'll be 46
oh,
April
really?
11th. So
You're
I'm
half
super
my
stoked.
age. You're half.
Yeah,
See how much more you got, man? Don't worry about
yeah.
a bad day.
I tell you, if I can get to where you are and be
Yeah.
as happy as you are, I
Yeah.
tell you, my living eulogy will be created
Uh,
every single day, and I
just
promise that if I can just do that.
keep your heart
The world is so small,
keep your heart
and
open. Yeah.
yes, we'll do.
Yeah, and you
Thank you
have to
so much.
fight to do that.
Absolutely. I'm going to send you an email. That
Good.
email will definitely just say thank you. I also am going to give you, it'll be my contact information. The
Okay.
team will edit this. It'll take about 3 to 4 weeks.
No, no, no.
However, I'm going to stay in touch with you
I'll
regardless.
still be here.
And other than that, thank you again, Matthew. Have an amazing
Okay.
day.
Love you. Well, I hope you got something out of that. She was cute.